Our next speaker will be Chief Edward CUBA of the Aruba Fire Department.
His Excellency Mr. Minister, the Prime Minister of Aruba, all my colleagues, Chief of Police, Hassel, Mr. Faldman, Mr. Donata, Head of the Crisis Management, and all here present, welcome. About 2 weeks ago, Mr. Faldman asked me if this would be a good idea and if it would be possible to organize something like this to commemorate what happened in New York 10 years ago on the island of Aruba. I said it would be a nice idea because it's not something that happened in the United States. It was a worldwide event. And afterwards, he asked me something that was quite difficult to do. He asked me to prepare a speech for today. And that was something very difficult to do because it's 10 years ago, but it's been 10 years that we have been dealing with the effects of what happened. But what hit me the most is nowadays on social media, on the internet, on anything, you can see people asking, where were you that day? What were you doing? And to me, that's not important. To me, what's important is what have you done since that day? What has changed your life since that day? It was a day that we all confronted what was terrorism. We all saw how vulnerable we are to people with other mentalities. And it's something that's really scary to all of us. But it's something we should stand still because it's over 3,000 people who lost their lives in a matter of an hour and a half. And it's over 400 first responders, firefighters, police, ambulance personnel that lost their lives in the span of an hour and a half. And if that doesn't change your life, then I think we are doing something wrong. The way I would like to think of it is that these people, they show everybody what we are. It's the dedication they have. It's the noble job they did. And it's the sacrifice they give. The ultimate sacrifice at the end is not what you're looking forward to, but that's what they did. It changed our lives forever, and I hope that we can better it through remembering, especially not forgetting any moment of it. And even on a small island like Aruba, we have been confronted with a lot of fire personnel, personally, from New York, coming by and telling their stories of what happened, where were they, what were they doing, and a lot of them really were working and were helping at the World Trade Center. And it's not easy hearing those stories, it's not easy bringing those stories forward, but it's something we have to learn to do, learn to live with, and like the Prime Minister said, freedom. Something we don't know, we did not realize how important that was before that day. After that day, everything changed. Our whole lives changed. Even traveling to one of our sister islands changed because of this event. I can say with a rested heart that on Aruba, we have done many changes in these 10 years. We are working internationally, regionally, and locally to be prepared for such incidents, for such crisis. And I hope that we can continue these steps forward and not forgetting any moment of what happened, and that I'm assured that from this day on, we can continue giving the same service with dedication, with passion, and of course, with that sacrifice that everybody gives every day. Thank you very much.
Our next speaker is the Police Commissioner, Ms. Trudy Hassel.
Excuse me, but I have to learn. Honorable Prime Minister, Mrs. Eman, Fire Chief, Mr. Donata, friends from the U.S., welcome, bon dia. I stand together with you here this morning with mixed feelings. Mixed feelings due to the fact that we are reunited here to express or to deal with different types of feelings. We are commemorating September 11, 2001, a day in which something deeply disturbing happened in the United States of America. Almost 3,000 people lost their lives as a result of the terrorist attacks that day. Families were wounded, friends were wounded, the nation was wounded, but the whole world was wounded. At the same time, we also commemorate today the strength, the desire to live that was also expressed that day. This was expressed by all the people who tried to survive, all the people who tried to help their fellow citizens. As I woke up this morning, I, as I'm sure millions more, saw the documentary 102 Minutes on TV. I revived the feelings of astonishment, of horror, of pain, of disbelief, when I saw again actual footage of what had happened at the Twin Towers. I still hear the words of the bystanders crying, "Oh, these poor people, oh my God." I can still see colleagues, law enforcement officers, fire rescue colleagues, and citizens, emergency personnel coming out of the dust and what is left of the Twin Towers. In the case of Aruba, I remember clearly the disbelief that morning in Aruba when we were confronted with the happenings in the U.S. We could not believe. We did not want to believe, but we had to believe. Fast enough that morning, we took the necessary measures as law enforcement organization for our country as a whole. We intensified general surveillance. We intensified specific surveillance at the hotels. We reunited the staff of the hotel together with other government departments. We stretched out towards our friends of the U.S. who at that time visited our island. We did the utmost to help a friend in need. Today we honor the following members of law enforcement, fire brigades, emergency personnel, volunteers, etc. Everybody who stretched out their hand to help another and also lost their life, we honor. The sacrifice was the ultimate, the highest that is possible, and we therefore salute all those friends, all those colleagues, and we want to assure to you all that the effort shown that day, that the sacrifice will not be in vain. As a representative of the Aruba Police Force, I guarantee you that we will continue to safeguard the safety and security of our citizens and of all of our friends in Aruba, visitors and long-time visitors who we consider part of the Aruba family. September 11, 2001 is not a day that will be forgotten. It is a lesson, an experience that is part of our growing, of our consciousness. Please, let's never forget. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.